Let's start with Mexico versus Russia, Group A. Kick us off, big man. What have you got?
Yeah, you look at Mexico, them kind of an irritating team. The strength is obviously there as far as attack, but on the back they're a little vulnerable. We saw that against New Zealand. They allowed that goal early on, which was fairly irritating because New Zealand hadn't scored in 555 minutes. To give up a goal that early was fairly tough to come back from. Must win for Russia. Obviously, it's been a kind of a disappointing tournament for them. They just can't seem to get it right on this international stage. Being the host, I thought we'd see, and I think a lot of us thought we'd saw a better output from this group. We really haven't seen it. I don't think they're very good, to be brutally honest with you. They're a decent side, but I don't think they can compete with even a Mexico. I thought Mexico is a better team than them, and I think they're going to look better in this side. Similar to the Portugal game, I think it'll be a similar result. I don't think we'll see a high-scoring game here just because I think Mexico will play really hard in this game. But they are shaky in the back, so that's concerning. I'm going to go with Mexico straight up, 2.45. I think they get the job done here and dispatch Russia. I think Russia is just not a very good side, and I think Mexico – they're just better. They have better players, better team. I think they'll come to play on a stage here that they really want to move on and get past Russia. I think they'll do it here with an outright win.
All right, so first pick there going for the Mexico win. Martin, what have you got?
I do agree that Mexico are the better team. Russia haven't acquitted themselves particularly well so far in this tournament, which is disappointing considering they're on their home turf, really. I'll play it a little bit more cautiously. I was looking at Mexico draw no bet at odds of 1.73. With just the final match of a group stage kind of sets alarm bells ringing a bit for me sometimes, especially because all that Mexico need to do in this game is get a draw and they'll know that they'll go through to the semi-finals. So they might play with a bit more caution than normal. So far in this tournament, they've been quite flimsy defensively, but very strong going forwards. Lots of pace and dynamism. So I think they can still score at least one or two here, because you would expect Russia to really go at them because they're going to have to score as well. I also think both teams to score looks a good bet at 1.85. Both teams have scored so far in all of Mexico's games, and don't really see that stopping now.
Yeah, they failed to score, obviously, didn't they, against Portugal there? I thought they would score. They lost 1-0. Might be a tough bet that both teams to score. Alex, do you think we'll see both teams to score? Are you playing Mexico as well? What do you like here?
I think that Russia should play their chance, should go strong on this one, because this is their only chance to qualify further in the semifinals. Mexico are by far the better team. They rested 8 players. Now they will come back with Chicharito being the firepower in the attack, with Jonathan Dos Santos, and also other incredible players that are playing at a high level teams in Europe. While Russian players are playing only in their domestic league. So I think it's a huge difference of experience between Mexico's players and the Russian players. Russia didn't show nothing against Portugal. They started to play a little in the second half, but that's only because Portugal let it them. Portugal was really clever, scoring fast in the game, and after that Portugal's classic defending and not letting any options. Right now Mexico has 2 chances, draw or win, and exactly play cautious, because small stake on this one, and I'm on the same page with Martin. Draw no bet on Mexican side, 1.73. I don't think that they will lose against Russia for sure.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we're all sort of leaning at least towards the Mexico side. I'm trying to recoup some funds here. I'm going with big man. I'm going straight in for that Mexico win. 2.45. Yeah, that's the odds that I found. But I was looking at that draw no bet option, but I thought, you know what? I'm in it to win it. What are you going to say, big man?
Yeah, again, I'm not really in that belief that Russia can score. I know they need to and they have to, but I just really can't see Mexico drawing with Russia. I just think they'll do enough. I think their defense will play a little bit better. I mean, at some point, they're going to play with a little bit of fervor, you would say. I think they do it here. It's just a little too low, 1.66. If I could get 1.85 maybe, I would definitely be on it, but just a little too low for me. I'm looking to get back some units. I think this is an outright win.
Yeah, also it's a must win. Go on, Alex.
Sorry, Nat. I think that it will count a lot for Mexico that all their 8 key players will come back strong after being rested with New Zealand. And I think that Russia should fear that. And I think that Russia will be aggressive and will leave a lot of spaces in their defense. And the Mexico's players are really fast with the ball and can score a lot. But who knows after all? So let's not risk it. Play with draw no bet because you save your money in case of a draw, and it's still good value 1.73.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a pretty open game because it's going to be embarrassing for Russia if they lose again without scoring in front of their home fans. You imagine they're going to start rioting in the stands if they have to watch another dull game like that. So I think they're going to have to throw caution to the wind and go out and attack Mexico, which will play right into Mexico's hands because they're fantastic going forwards. Could well win it, but I really hope we see goals in this game because the fans deserve it, and it should be a good open game.
Yeah. Okay. So Mexico or Mexico draw no bet, depending on what side of the caution you want to go on.